Okay, I wanted to do a quick training video on your IPEVO app that everybody should have with their new document camera. If you don't have this app, this is something that Larry or I both, either one of us could add in for you. Normally, if you have, it's going to pin down at the bottom of your screen. It looks like a blue eyeball or lens with a green outline, or you can find it typically under here with the IPEVO visualizer. Once we're into the app, I'm going to walk you through just a few settings here. If you hit the gear icon at the top, this is where you can, just a few things I'm going to point out, is file saving location. Right now, I'll leave it as always ask, and then I'll show you how that works. But also, you can technically pick one if you know your place you want to throw it at and put it at all times. You can do that and pick a folder. But right now, we'll just leave it as that. Snapshot, you can do a timer, so you can set a timer if you need to, 10 seconds, 3 seconds. Recording, I really don't mess with any of these other settings as you go through, but just something you can look at. Open new window, that just opens up another window to it. Not sure what that would do for me. Mode, if you hit that, it makes it really big, and then you just get back out, so you can just get back out of that by hitting mode again. Share live stream, I don't think we have any use for that, as we're going to be using Google Meet anyhow. If you click down here to select camera, you can toggle between different cameras. I have two on my desktop, so that's why you see two. You probably will just only have one, which is the one we're going over now, the IPEVO. You can zoom in to something if you need to. You can rotate. You can actually rotate the device head itself, or you can just use the rotation here. We can reset it back. We can flip it if we need to flip, or flip that way if we need to flip. Resolution ratio, it's set at 1920 1080. You can change that around to whatever you like best. And ease of exposure, white balance. I usually don't mess with a whole lot of these as well. It's already on autofocus, but you could technically manual focus this if you wanted to. Just uncheck that to get back to autofocus. And then you have different filters. You can grayscale it. Some of these get a little bit funky, but there's different ones you can use for that. I'll just go back to normal. Got this down here. Okay, at the bottom. So right now it's on a snapshot. I'll go ahead and hit that. So this is going to take a picture of this I have up. Now it's going to ask me, okay, where do I want to put it at? I'll just go ahead and put it on my desktop. And now that picture, when I go to my desktop, will actually be there. Of course, I got whatever you possibly open, and it may have a different. I'm just using Adobe Photoshop Express to open mine, but it may open something else. But that is where it will save it to, or you can check that in the settings and put it somewhere else if you want. This allows you to draw if you need to draw anything on here. I'm not very good at drawing with the mouse. You can erase it individually here, or we can clear all as well. Just unclick that to take it off there. Also, this feature is kind of cool. You can freeze it, so freeze live image. So now I actually pulled this paper away, and it still shows it because we freeze the image. Unfreeze it. Picture in picture. You can use another camera, and now we can do picture in picture because I have two cameras, but you probably only going to have one, I imagine, for that. This is kind of cool here. This is for, if you hit it once, it does one gray line on this. As you go through, you hit it again, you can actually go through and go line by line if you're reading something. It's really, really helpful, elementary. You just click it again, it takes you back to normal. This gives you grid lines if you need them for some reason. Just keep clicking until you get it back to normal. And then this is the focus button, which I'm going to hit it again so I can get this back in focus. Also, when you click this gives you to now I would be recording. So you have the record button. So now it'll ask me, I'll go ahead and just go to desktop again, select folder. Yes, I want to use my microphone. So now I am recording. You can see this is going on here. You can mute yourself, kind of defeats the purpose, but you can mute yourself with that and hit stop. You're going to see it here. I wanted to use my microphone, so now I am recording. You can see. So that's how you can just record a quick item. It could be, you can obviously tilt this up, record yourself, whatever you're recording. The rest of these are really, I don't have, you got slow motion, time lapse. It could be a QR reader as well. This is a text to speech. You could scan a document. It's a little cumbersome at times. I would just probably go ahead and use the scan through our copiers through the school. Makes it a little bit easier. You can magnify a certain area, which is kind of cool. Turn that off again. You can do stop motion and split screen. Split screen would work. It's going to split ours together here. Let me see if I can pick the camera. So now I can technically split screen between, because I have two cameras, so now you're going to split screen me and here. It's a little blurry. I would have to change the settings if I were to use that. I'll go back to this and we'll just turn off split screen. Okay, this gives you a base overview of this app. There's some features on there you might like, and you can still use the document camera that you have. You still use it with Loom. You can use it for Google Meet. It serves multiple functions for that. This is another app that you can use if you feel that it could be useful for you in the classroom.